Alright, this is going to be my tutorial on downloading Optifine and shaders. So, Optifine is pretty simple, you can pretty much just look it up. It depends what version you want. He probably wants 1.14.4, and you can find tutorials online all over. But you can find it on lots of websites, like 9Minecraft is a pretty popular one. You can get it just from their website, and there's just tons of places, but if you go to 9Minecraft, it'll take you to a page that tells you what it is, it explains the features, and this Optifine has tons of different features that you can increase the way the game looks. You can upgrade the graphics pretty much. You can, there's so much you can really do. It even adds like capes to the back of the characters, and people can give each other capes and stuff, and anyway. So it'll even give you like screenshots of stuff you can do with it. It adds tons of new settings and things, and then at the bottom it'll tell you what it requires and how to install it. So Minecraft Forge is something you need for any mod, and so Minecraft Forge, I guess it takes you to this page on 9Minecraft, but what you want to do is you want to go to, well, I mean, you can just look up Forge and it'll take you to their website, and on their website, by default it'll bring you to the version for Minecraft 1.12.2. Chances are you want 1.14.4 like I said. So if you go to 1.14.4, you can download just different versions. It'll give you the changelog, and that just tells you how it's been changed since the last version. You probably don't care about that, but what you want is the installer. So once you click on the installer, it'll download this, and it might say this type of file can harm your computer. That's fine. It's just saying that because it doesn't know what it is. And so once you have that, you have to put it on your desktop sometimes, otherwise it won't open. Sometimes it will. Just depends on what kind of computer you have, I think. And so once you open up Forge, it might take a second. So you can do install client server or extract. I'm not entirely sure what extract does, but the client will give you a new client in your game that you can add mods to. And installing a server will allow you to create a Minecraft server with mods. The server, I wouldn't recommend doing it like this. I'd recommend buying one, but anyway, you just want to install client, and it'll go through this thing, and it only takes a few seconds, and it'll be done. And then you can download Optifine with it. So when you go to download Optifine, it's for many different versions of Minecraft, and you can get it in tons of different places, like I said. So if you want to download it on Minecraft, it has tons of different places you can download it from. It doesn't really matter which one. And it'll take you right to this, and you can just click download. And eventually it'll download. This is unusual. Normally it just does it right away. But that's what they have multiple servers for, is if one of them breaks, you can just download it somewhere else. Yep, there we go. And it'll say the same thing for mods. You just keep them. So once you have mods, it'll be different for Mac and stuff, how you do this. But what you'll do if you have a Mac is you go to Go, and you have to hold the Options key. And you'll see the library button appear, and you go to Application Support, Minecraft, and there's your Minecraft folder. And now what you should have is a mods folder, and I did it a different way. Sometimes this can happen, so if you download it, it might put it into your versions folder, and then you can find this in here, and sometimes it'll do this, and this is what I have. So anyway, if you don't have a mods folder and you don't have this with the mods folder, what you can do is you can just do new folder and just name it mods, and you'll be fine. If you want to find it on a Windows computer, what you do is, I believe you open run, which is open with the Windows key and the R key, and you type %appdated%, and that'll basically bring you to what I had earlier with the application support, and then you find Minecraft. And then if you add /.minecraft, it'll take you right to the folder, I believe, and then you can get into there on Windows. As for shaders, I don't have a lot of experience with shaders myself, but again, you can find those just about anywhere, and there's so many different ones, it's unbelievable. Yeah, they're everywhere. I recommend making sure that the shader you're downloading, your computer can actually handle it, because some of them require insanely beefy computers and that most people don't have. For example, making it look like this could ruin your computer. But chances are it won't ruin your computer. I'd say it'd ruin your computer if it's an older computer, but generally you're probably fine. And yeah, I guess that's about it. You download shaders just about the same way as you would install a mod, I believe. But yeah, you can find shaders everywhere. There's tons of them. I believe this is one of the most popular ones. So if you go to their page, for example, you can find the downloads. You download it, and depending on whether you download a shader or a resource pack, they're very similar. You'll have a resource pack folder here, and you can put them in there. Otherwise, shaders are very similar to other things that you would download for Minecraft. Generally, anything you download for Minecraft is either going to go in your resource pack or your mods folder. I wouldn't touch anything else in here unless you know what you're doing. So once you have Optifine installed, what you do is you double click on it and it'll bring up another installer like Forge, and once you install it, what it'll do is it'll just do this, and then once you open up Minecraft again, it will open up, and if you go to installations, you should have a new client just called Optifine, and if you don't have one, what you can do is you can go up here to the plus and add a new client, and you'll have it right there, right underneath whatever version of Minecraft you downloaded it for. And again, I recommend that if you're using mods, like I'd say more than 15, I recommend going into your settings, click on it, oh there's Minecraft, and you just click on these three dots here and you go to edit, and if you go to more options and you see this JVM arguments, now in JVM arguments you'll see this -XMX and then whatever number and then G. So what that does is that's the amount of RAM you're giving the game to run with, and if you have a low amount, it'll be super laggy and the game will not play. So what you want to do is, it's probably a 2. You can probably change it to a 4 or even a 6, but I'd recommend checking your system settings about that. I know in a Mac I clicked the wrong one, but in a Mac you can just go to About This Mac, and you can go right in here and you can see how much memory you have right here. So for me, I have 8 gigabytes, so the maximum number I want to put in here is probably 6, because I also want to leave enough RAM for the rest of the computer to use. So once you have Optifine set up, just go to play, and then Minecraft might take a little bit to open. Okay, so once Minecraft opens, you'll go to Options and Video Settings, and you'll go down here to Shaders. Now it'll have a shortcut right to your shaders folder, so it'll take you right to your shaders folder. It'll be new in your Minecraft folder, And so once you get in there, all you have to do is take that folder you downloaded earlier for your shader pack and just drag and drop it in there. You don't need to unzip it or anything. Now once you go in there, it'll be right there. Now I believe if I go in here and I create a new world, if you come into the new world, you might get something that looks a little like this. Obviously this is very broken. All I can say about this is that chances are your shader that you've chosen is incompatible with your computer, or your computer isn't up to date to deal with this kind of shader. Other things could just be it's just simple program errors, and there's nothing you can really do about that. So you'll just have to find another shader, and I can almost guarantee there's another one out there just like it that'll work. And so if you get that and you want to fix that, all you have to do is go into shaders and just turn it off, and it'll kind of reload Minecraft, and it won't take nearly as long. And now it's normal. So, yeah, just a word of warning if that happens. It's fine. Just get a different shader. And that's it. Thanks for watching.